built this?
Yep.
I'm Stan.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Brennan.
Brennan? Can we go over here so I can hear you a little bit more? So you just stuck that on the front of a multi-force?
Originally, it was actually built for a ZTR.
Okay.
So we had it built on one of the CMP attachment bars that went on the ZTR.
Okay.
So it used to go on there, and then you'd have the big handle for like a detacher. And
Right.
kind of pull it up and then get it just off the ground.
Manually yank it,
Yep.
right.
In which that was a pain. It probably broke after, I think, 4 or 5 houses. It was the hinges, they just couldn't take it for how we were lifting it. So we said, all right, can't use it this year. And then that winter we had got a multi-force used. And then we took that multi-force and kind of adapted this for that.
But now the multi-force had the auxiliary hydraulics on it, right? Because those hydraulics that are on it aren't standard by any means, right?
Yep.
So you modified the snowplow hydraulics because that's for the snowplow.
So the hydraulics, they always stay on there for the lift. The lift is always available.
Okay.
It has 2 extra ports for the turn of the blade for the snowplow.
Yep.
So otherwise, all we do is just lift it up and down. It keeps us from scraping the ground up bad, and then it also minimizes the compaction as it comes into the pile. So when you push with the mower, it gets really compacted.
Right.
When we come into the pile, we kind of lift up, and it kind of breaks a lot of that free.
Loosens it.
Yep. So as you suck it up with the debris loader, it's not as hard on the guy who's picking it up into the box, because otherwise you're trying to break a pile that's all smushed in, especially when they're wet. It's really bad.
So now one thing I noticed with it too is you have the wheels set, so you're not actually like bulldozing and scraping the ground, so you got no turf damage.
Yep.
Actually, I want to go over and look at this, Brennan. And it's Brennan.
Yep.
Brennan, right? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so you don't have it intentionally set on the ground.
Yep.
So the wheels guide it, even when they're flat, they still work.
Yep. Yeah. No, that one got taken out a week ago. It got hit by something. The other one is still good, but what we were seeing is originally I didn't have the wheels on it, and we saw a lot of turf damage. We had one yard where we scraped up quite a bit, and we had to go back and replace it.
Ooh.
Because it was a lot of damage, and so we were like, yeah, let's just lift it up, because it's just a bulk mover. That's it.
Yep.
That's the only thing it's here to do, is just bulk move the leaves to that point, and then the rest is the blowers.
And you fabricated this all in-house yourself?
Yeah, we built it all in-house.
How much does it weigh?
Probably about 80 pounds, I would say. It's pretty heavy.
How does the multi-force handle it?
Easy. Can't even tell it's there.
There's no issues.
No issue at
The
all.
hydraulics don't stutter. You've never had. How about turning and handling?
Turning, there's a little bit, maybe with the back tires, but because we're on the leaves all the time, that really, you lose a lot of traction there too. Last year we had the snow tires on it, so we put the snow tires on, and then that would allow us to basically get better traction as we're going up and down some of these other houses. They're big hills.
Can you show me how it works?
Sure. So we got an old controller here. Basically, you hit the little switch and it'll come up, and then it'll drop down.
No, is that a standard controller with the multi-force, or is this a modified?
No, this is a standard controller. Just because it's actually a broken controller.
Okay.
Yep. So the controller on these, they don't last long. This is our 3rd one on multi-forces. I don't know why. They're just not built great from Boss.
Do they just hang like that?
No, so there's a bracket that goes here. We actually had our other multi-force blow up on us about 2 months ago. We lost the motor on it.
Okay.
And we couldn't find a new motor. None of the dealers could find a motor at all. So we bought a new multi-force without the hydraulics, switched the hydraulics off of our old one onto this one for use during the fall.
What was the motor that blew up on you? Do you know? Was
Same color.
Same color.
Same color.
How many hours was on that thing?
Probably 2,500. It was an old machine. So when we had gotten that one used, it served its purpose really well. We're gonna try to take a motor off and put a new one on.
You mind if I try it? All right, let's just see how she handles. controls, that's for sure. God, that thing is cool. I'm Stan.
Jared,
Nice to meet you, Jared.
avid watcher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all, because you rolled by like 20-30 minutes before you got here, right?
Yeah, I was sitting over there, then I'm like, ah, I'll go use the bathroom.
I saw you roll by that way, and Brendan and I were over there, and I was like, because I saw you kind of slow rolling by, and he's like, I don't know if that's him, and I was like, I think that's him, because I know he has a black Ford.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, how do you like this debris loader?
It's, you know what, we used to have the Billy Goat.
Yeah.
And then that thing actually, we blew a cylinder on it this beginning of fall cleanups.
Yeah.
And so we got this one, and this thing is just incredible.
So you like the Echo Bearcat more than the Billy Goat?
I do, yeah. You know, because I think, I don't know, yeah, we got a little bit of losses over there.
A little
It
counterproductive. It goes in that end, comes out there.
Yeah,
So,
it happens.
but this one has got more power, or what are you noticing?
I think it has better suction because it's the same 18 horse Vanguard, but I think this one has more suction because it used to be, you know, a pile like that we'd get through in maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A pile like that sometimes I can zip through in 5 minutes if you really know what you're doing with the.
You really know
tube.
how to suck it up.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, man, an old shirt would fix this hole. Is this your? I was just thinking, God, do I got an old shirt? And there it is, lying there in the ground. Yeah.
One block.
Well, hell, any company that doesn't have something like that isn't a real company, right? So this is a SureTrack dump trailer that they built the sides on. Now they've got an Echo Bearcat.
it was about, I want to say 1300. This is probably 3-4 years ago at least.
And that was used or new?
No, that was brand new. That was
Brand new?
Brand new. It wasn't terrible.
God, that's not a bad price for that.
No, it's really not. And
What
I think there's one step up above this as well, but I don't remember exactly what that model number would have been.
Hey guys, meet Jay. Jay, meet the guys.
What's up, guys?
You were the one that reached out to me and said, hey, come check this out.
Yep. No, it's definitely really unique. A lot of people, they just love watching it.
Yeah.
Love watching the process. We had a guy yesterday just absolutely thrilled. He was in the landscape industry for 18 years.
Yeah?
He was loving it, videotaping us the whole time. So it was nice though.
Hey, did you help build the leaf box too?
Yep, I built the leaf box as well.
Okay, so I noticed on the top you have some roof vents.
Yep.
Is that so that as the air is coming out, as it's blowing in, that air's got to equalize, otherwise it would just bind up and nothing would perform, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, I just want these guys to know, because if the air goes in one place, it's got to come out somewhere else, and air vents actually help filter the leaves out, and you got them up on the top.
Yep. Yeah, so with the inside, those, they do all right. They do get clogged up quite a bit. I try to clean them out every now and then, but the more that we try to seal it up, the harder it becomes. It starts pushing harder in a lot of spots and letting stuff out more.
Yep.
So I try to give it a few areas, the roof to get out. Obviously, there's nothing that you can ever seal about the back door, and that's where we kind of lose the most until it loads up enough that the whole back door is filled. And then at that point in time, we don't lose anymore, and everything stays in.
And all we're looking at is a sure track dump trailer.
Yep. That's
that
it.
you put a box on.
Yep.
A plywood box. How much that box cost you?
Oh, probably 300 bucks with plywood cost. You know, it's
Back in the day. Now it's probably like 1,000.
yeah, probably close.
Guys get their mowers on fire too.
Oh yeah, we've had that happen almost once.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was scary. It was back when we had ZTRs, and I was on the mower running in the back. It was actually the place we're going to next, and I was running on the back, or I was running in the back part on that, and yeah, all of a sudden, Brennan looks at me and he's like, "Get off!" And he gets in there with the blower real quick and just starts going to town on it.
Why was she smoking on you?
Yeah. It was really close to becoming a problem.
Wow. was all your idea.
Oh, yeah.
Show me the way to get up there.
You gotta go up and around. We have the hatch if you want to go down and in.
Ah, no,
That's
I think,
bad. No,
I
I'm
think
just
I'll
kidding.
pass on
I'm
that.
just kidding. No, Brendan's gone in a couple times to squish. What? You want to jump the pile? You want to jump the pile? What am I going to break here? Do it, hurry up. Padre, he's officially...
It's your dad?
That's my dad.
Yeah?
I just hired my own boss. He's doing the HR, the finance, the admin. Fine.
Oh my God, he disappeared.
I'm afraid that you got rid of all the cushion.
Yeah, you unfluffed it, man.
That's
Brendan, you
dangerous.
unfluffed it.
Here we go. Woo. There you go. Have fun. Ah.
That's a lot of fun. That looks like a brand new setup, huh?
Unfortunately, the other one went down the first day of the season. Up fall cleanups. That was the problem. So
Brendan seems like this one better.
it is better. The other shaft on the old Billy Goat we used to have condenses a little bit more so it tends to jam up.
Oh, up here?
Yep. This one's better just given that it's wider and this one's consistent length.
Okay.
I think a little more power, hose is a little bit longer, but this is the equivalent unit.
So yeah, I mean, he was saying it felt like it was equivalent power, but it just did a better job of sucking and had less issues.
Yep.
Okay. So you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not picking on Billy Goat. That's what you used to have. I just want to know what you like.
And I will say that we did have overall a good experience with Billy Goat. So that one was 3-4 years. It was time for it to go. Lost the piston. It's not worth the rebuild right now. So, but I will use them again.
Okay.
I still do like this a little bit better. A little bit.
Cool. Good to know. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the invite out, man.
Absolutely, no worries, man.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, you got more to do, right?
We've got more to do. Like 2-3 houses. We'll be out here all day.
Look at that pile. They got a big one over there. All right,
Thank you so much.
go get them, you guys. All right, well, that's our video for today. That's pretty cool to see how other companies operate. Let me know what you think of the way they got this thing dialed in. It took them a few years, but they cut their accounts down from one account 6 hours to an hour and a half before they put the leaf plow in there. So always good to see how another company operates. Hope this one helped you guys out. Just going along for the ride. God bless you guys. Go get them. Making an awesome day.